out of you. Like, I remember being in church and, people yelling, I'm not worthy, which now to what I believe is so contradicting. How does a creator create the creation, and the creation is supposed to believe on the creator is worthy, but the creation is not worthy?
Flow state, everything is okay, okay. I'm just going with the flow, catching all the waves, catching all the waves. I'm just going with the flow, catching all the waves, catching all the waves in the flow state. I be in a flow state, I never force it. Faith and persistence are so important. Avoiding resistance when making our choices. I say a prayer and let the universe endorse it. Fortunes of fortune, all in my vortex. Wealth and endorsements.
I came on here because I said I was going to do a video and share how I started a new channel, right? Let me just be very honest. I want to be transparent. I am going to talk about my elevation, my evolving. Some of you have been on this journey where you saw that, I was in religion, I was in Christianity, born and raised, and now those aren't my beliefs anymore. So hopefully by me sharing my story, it will also help somebody who may have had some questions or to be free. First of all, let me put this disclaimer right here. This is not a video to tell you what to believe in, what not to believe in, who your God is, or any of that. I am simply sharing my story. So if you get triggered and you get in the comments and say, oh, this and that, guess what? It's going to be a battle with yourself, sweetheart. It is only going to be a battle with yourself. Okay. So now that I've gotten all that out of the way, okay? So when my channel took off, I guess maybe in 2020, and when I mean took off, I went from like maybe 100 subscribers to maybe 400 or 500 more subscribers. It was when Spirit was leading me to get messages about marriage, right? And of course, people love to be in love and, wanted to know, okay, when is this time going to happen? So it took off then, right? And I started to evolve. I created a new channel because I was thinking, okay, a lot of people who start following my page and subscribe to my page, or because of the fact that, they're Christians, we have the same belief, right? And so to be honest, there were some fears behind it. I said, wait a minute, I need to create a new page because now I need to attract the people who my messages are for. And I know a lot of people are subscribed to my page who I no longer believe that belief anymore. And to be honest, y'all, the Most High had to confront me. I had to really look at myself as far as self-awareness. And the Most High was showing me, you're still afraid to be you. It doesn't matter you wanting to create a new channel because you are worrying about who's going to be tuned in because of a lot of people came from what you used to believe versus what you believe now. It's because you're still too afraid to be you. And I said, you know what? I lived my life for so many years. I lived my life so long, and I do not want to be that person. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get back to the channel I originally had. I may still be posting on the other channel. And I said, I have to be free to be me. I have to be free to be me, whether people believe the same thing I believe when it comes to God. I have to be free to be me if people have different concepts of the things that happen in this matrix, which religion is a big part of this matrix. What do I mean by that? So, and a lot of people might be saying, because my aunt said, wait a minute, do you still believe in God? Yes, I still believe that there is a creator, okay? The difference from what I do not believe now is that I don't believe Jesus is God. First of all, I don't even subscribe to Jesus. I'm not going to get into the whole language thing or anything like that, but I do subscribe to Christ. I believe that Christ was meant to be a teacher and that we have the same power that teacher came along the way. Okay. So I believe in regards to there being a creator, and that creator has already put everything that I need within me. that I have the power for everything to align in the universe for me, because my creator is not one that wants turmoil, that wants trouble for me, that wants me to go through all this pain, right? And I started to discover this concept and this view of a creator once I started my journey of healing. And so once I started my journey to deal so I can heal, I started finally asking questions that I was afraid to ask. You have to understand, I was born and raised in Christianity, and I'm going to ask you something that I ask my followers on TikTok this all the time. If you were never told what to believe, what would you believe? Again, I'm not trying to deter you away from what you currently believe, but I had to look at my life and what I was taught in religion and Christianity, and I realized that some things that I was taught gave me, there were certain mindsets that I was taught to believe that came along with the Christianity that I was taught to believe. And when I say religion to me is not your concept of the belief of a creator. Religion is straight bondage. It's like a legion. It should be religion that comes to suck the life out of you. Like, I remember being in church and, people yelling, "I'm not worthy," which now to what I believe is so contradicting. How does a creator create the creation, and the creation is supposed to believe only the creator is worthy, but the creation is not worthy? So there were even a lot of things of adversity that I dealt with. There were, different adversity that I went through in life. And one of the biggest things, I want people to understand that it took me 20 years to walk away from this. When my mother passed when I was 18, and I heard people saying God knew what was the best, she's gone home to glory, Jesus took her home, that stirred something within me then. But because of the fact it's like you don't question what you were taught to believe when it comes to Jesus and religion, I didn't say anything for so long. So there was a lot of suppression, right? And when you have a lot of stuff and it's a suppression can lead to depression, right? So, finally years went by. And again, I went to theology school for a little bit, right? And those questions came up. Those questions would continue to come up as if my kingdom within was like, no, confront, ask these questions that you have been wanting to ask. Do not be afraid. So finally, when I stopped being afraid of asking, I started asking. And when I started asking, Spirit was just giving confirmation and leading. And then I started to do my own research in regards to how religion came in, going back, questioning Adam and Eve, just so much that the Matrix has taught us, right? And one thing I love about this version of me, when I was a Christian, I was mean, I was bitter, I had so much judgment against people who do not believe in Jesus. That is not me anymore. I have released that stuff, and I can receive people regardless of what they believe. And guess what? Because I was the type of person that rejected people who believe different, I've experienced that from people now that my own beliefs have changed. Somebody might say, "Oh, well, you just done backslid and you're going to come back to glory of Jesus." Let me tell you, I done went too far down the rabbit hole to see the truth and not believe the lie that they don't want to put in front of our face, in front of our eye, which is this white Jesus and all this kind of stuff for what they've told us to believe. So just save it, beloved. Let me just share this. So what can you find on this channel, right? You can find me talking about entrepreneurship. Okay. I am a licensed insurance broker along with a faith coach. You will find me just sharing very transparent stuff about growth, right? You will find me sharing so many things about my community, the so-called Black community. That's a whole nother video. I'm not even going to get into that. Okay. Travel. I want to share so many different life things, but more importantly, I want to share so that you will discover your identity and the liberty that there is in your identity. So I want this to be a channel. Hopefully you're going to come here and say, you know what, this done held me bound, but it's been holding my spirit down. And you tap into your kingdom within, and you change your mind to see the power that you have to be able to change your world around you. If you like this video, do me a favor, comment, share, and subscribe. And y'all let me know if you can relate. If you can relate to suppression leading you to depression. There were times where I battled with depression and I had suicidal thoughts, and I want to check out our life. Many of you may know my story, right? When I sit up there and ask, hey, the Creator, are you real? Right? Is there a purpose for my life? And that purpose came through something very traumatic. I do share that. You can go to my website at evorabentley.com. If you are someone struggling with your mind and you continue to see the manifestation of your thoughts come into a reality, I do have ebooks on my website at evorabentley.com. There are coaching sessions available where you can book, and I can help you change your mind so you can begin to see your world change around you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love y'all. Love, light, peace, and more importantly, liberty, because there is nothing more than knowing your identity. Y'all have a phenomenal day on purpose.
Thank you again so much, Overcomers. Here are the ebooks that are available at my website at evorabentley.com. These ebooks are for sure to help you deal so you could heal, so you may be able to change your mind, so you can begin to see your world change around you.